Bill, what it do?
Hey, hey. Shout out to the boxing voice, the voice of the people, the voice of the streets. And listen, when you got something to say, you can come on the boxing voice and get it off. And I want to say the first thing is CYP, shame on you. Shame on you, CYP. You coming on here talking about people is broke. And anybody that's talking about people is broke, they gotta be broke. And not only broken, they gotta be broken. And CYP, you know what you do? Because you're talking about Tank Davis. But when you think about Devin Haney, you go to the bank and you have that same energy and you just get into a fight with your teller for the reason why you don't have the money that Devin Haney got. This thing ain't about money. This thing is about the people. It's about giving the people what they want and narrowing down the excuses. You don't need to do more. You done did it all, Tank Davis. Now you get a chance to witness what you leave behind. You have a fighter in Devin Haney who's taking on every challenger, can put it on the table. You seen what we did. We went to we went to the person that we could talk to, the person that came out and cried out, and it was Oscar De La Hoya. Legendary promoter now because he didn't put on a super fight, in my opinion, of two kids. Well, excuse me, two men in their prime and fight. So what a wonderful job Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions did. Having faith that I'm telling when I met with Oscar, telling him that we can get it done, bro. You got to make sure that Ryan stands on business. And guess what? Ryan stood on business. He ain't listen. And him and his fans no longer are they the ones saying that they won't take on Tank and they won't take on Devin Haney. He can say that he's done raised his hand. And on April 20th, it's going to be fireworks. I say a bloodbath. And another one for Mr. CYP. Who's to say that Tank Davis is the favorite over Devin Haney if they meet up? I sure. Listen, I know me and Ness, we didn't talked about it and we were surprised when Lomachenko and Devin, so we might be surprised. Huh, Ness? Who gonna be favorite, Devin or Tank?
You talking about betting lines or?
Yeah, the betting lines.
It's gonna be tight.
It's, it's,
I'm assuming it's gonna be like Earl and Bud maybe.
it's gonna be tight.
It can't be. It can't. I mean, fucking Tank
Tell
opened. I mean,
CYP. You
this
see what
kid, this
CYP?
kid opened up a
Look,
plus 600 and okay, plus 420. Frank Martin opened up a plus 420. So yeah, that means that Devin gotta either be a plus 120 or a minus 105 and Tank is a minus 100 or some shit like that. Like it's gonna be tight because I believe Earl and Bud was more in the ones and twos as well. But who knows, man? Damn, Boots Ennis opened up a minus 1100 over Cody Crowley, plus
hey,
640. Lee, Jesus.
you tell you tell CYP a shame on him. He is out of his mind, as if we not known as Mr. Haney at the bank. Are you tripping? Man, them people didn't paid and they's the ones that paid. Not you, CYP. You ain't 1.2 million. The 1.2 million people said the next fight they want to see. And here you come up with this. The money sound like some broke people. What's wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? CYP and anybody else coming with them narratives, some fake narratives. You done ran. Hey, listen. And another thing, to Coach Kenny Ellis, who said three more times and all that, man, the gig is up and you up. Devontae Davis paid you more money and you lost your marbles. You came out and told the truth. And Tank said he giving y'all too much money because when you didn't have what you had, you was quiet as church mice. And now you go out talking about the business, talking about Devin when he get through with Ryan Garcia. It don't mean nothing. We need 3 more fights. Do you think the people are going to keep paying for that bullshit? Do you think the people are going to let you piss on their head, leg, and face and tell them that it's rain with what you keep talking about? It's the money. It's the money. It's not the money that we have. The money that we have is given to us by the people. Are you crazy? That shit will come to a screeching halt when you stop listening to the people. Hey Ness, I'm
Bill,
here for I'm
so
here
who
for
you bringing in for sparring, man? Who we got?
um well, with Ryan, with that devastating left hand that he has, it's kind of hard to bring somebody in with for that. He has an awkward, really a left hand that can change the night. You know what I mean? And for that, I mean, who do you have as a Ryan Garcia? But then they have the same problem. How can you have a Devin Haney? And that's what makes this matchup so compelling. That's what makes this matchup one for the people. That's what it's not. It's not an exhibition. It's for the junior welterweight title of the world. No hydrations, no catch weights, no rematch clause. It's for it all. It's the one seat that counts.
Okay, okay. So,
Yeah. So,
did you figure out
well,
the surprise?
we
Did you
went to the
figure?
bar we went to the Barclay because Ryan.
Damn, he got a call, but I'm glad he was going to answer that himself. I'm glad you was going to answer that yourself. Why did you choose the Barclays
Yeah.
over a West Coast location?
Well, listen, Oscar De La Hoya now to be what I say and what I consider is a future, if not already Hall of Fame promoter, making an excellent decision that you have 2 fighters, Devin, who has traveled to Australia, who's traveled around the country, has done things in LA, has done it in the Bay, to really get the push and get that push that we really need from 2 fighters that's working tremendously to get it out. What better place than have Fight Week in New York, the megaphone of the world, and in particularly the megaphone of the United States. So once again, they put rocks in the hole, and just like the parable had, the goat has climbed out, and now we're in Brooklyn, home and born of Jay-Z. So you know when he sold out to Barclay it was big. So that's what Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia intend to do.
Yeah, you know, I was expressing some concern of Ryan never being the main event in the East Coast. And you know, I'm just wondering, is he gonna get that same pool? And same for you guys. You know, you guys are, you know, Bay and Vegas. I don't know. You know, just didn't seem like the
The
natural decision. But you did get 2 press
Wait,
conferences for this. Uh-oh. Yo, Bill?
Ness,
Yeah,
hey Ness, hey Ness,
I hear you.
put some, hey, put some respect on your man's name. His
Who's?
name is Devin Haney, and
Oh.
his name is Devin Haney, and he's the two division world champion, former undisputed world champion. That means that listen, Ness, and this is where you sound the bell off. The earth is our turf. Can I get the bell? Yes, which means going to that wonderful historic spot in Brooklyn, now called the Barclays, right? That's the new spot, and it's the new happening spot that Jay-Z built. And listen, for the culture, you go back to the Barclay. Well, go to the Barclay, I should say. I was saying back to New York because we had a hell of a performance against Zaharu Abdullayev right over there at that Madison Square, and where Devin broke Abdur's face. He had to have, you dig? So I think he had an incredible performance in there. No shade to Zaharu Abdullayev because he's a heck of a fighter. He's made his resurgence back on the scene. But when you talk about New York, man, you talk about everything special. You talk about if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. And we loving the fact that on April 20th, you're going to hear about it. You're going to hear about it from everywhere. April 19th, April 18th, 17th, you're going to hear about it. And guess what, boxing? For you haters, you ain't going to be able to stop it because Oscar De La Hoya then made a decision to go with a megaphone is that, and that's New York City. So nice they named it twice. Come on, Ness. Listen, this is what Dreams is made of. The
So
Dream in particular.
Tank sold officially 15,382 tickets with the gate revenue of 4,496,710. He gave away 900 tickets, bringing total tickets to 16,282. Obviously, again, like I said, my talking points yesterday wasn't my concern. Is going to be that there's going to be this ongoing comparison on why Devin can or can't get the fight due to the finances of the situation. So again, picking a venue that
Bye,
one
everybody.
month you're gonna be 1 month shy of 2 years the Tank was there last to do a sellout and break the records with Rowley.
Looks like a credible opportunity to have a measuring stick of success, And it's any time that you have, something like that, where in that market, boxing still lives two years ago. So let's go turn up and do it once again, with Devin Haney and versus Ryan Garcia. And I knew that it was a perfect opportunity when it came for me to tell them how I felt about it, man, I gave it a thumbs up, man. All I started doing was thinking about all the Jay-Z records and all the stuff and the opportunity that both of those guys are gonna have, being able to sell out the Barclays. So let's see, can we do it in a day? You guys go out as soon as the tickets hit the sales, pre-sales. Let's go out and let's turn up, man. I'm ready to have some fun, man. The work we putting in, but this is 3-3. So it's been a life of boxing for the Garcia family to get where they are and for the Haneys to get where we are. So it's going to just be, of course, it's a fight, but it's a celebration to get there and finally decide this game 7 because we've been talking about it. And it's only right that it's fair all the way across the board. No rematch, no hydration. Each man come, winner take all, and it's one seat, one fight that counts right now. And it's in the junior welterweight division, and it's Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, April 20th.
Bill, I noticed that you guys are training out of the new Matchroom collaboration gym, the Churchill gym. Is it you guys gonna do it in LA now or California? No Vegas for
Man,
this one?
like I said, one more time, and you got to sound the horn off for Devin Haney, the world champion. The earth is his turf. and
Okay,
and
okay.
spreading love, and spreading love and going down there and kicking some behind down there at the Matchroom Churchill facility. Great facility down there. You know what I mean? And you got a few professionals that hang out there. I don't want to mention who unless they come out and say it, but it's a heck of a gym. And for Devin to go in and support and also train there, you know what I mean, is a remarkable marriage that they have. I mean, the love between Devin and Eddie and Devin, you know what I mean, is one of those endless loves that we've seen, through ups and downs, through breakups and makeups, separating and all that. As two businessmen, they've always come together to agree. You know what I mean, and that's what I love about that relationship.
Bet, man. So what else you got for us? When does did you figure out? Wait, did you figure out who he's bringing in? He calling it a secret teammate or something like that?
Well, I'm figuring that if if Tank Davis cuts Kenny Ellis money anymore, I mean, and the sweatshirts get any more older, and the game gets any more slower, I don't know where he's going to be living at. I don't know if he's impersonating a guy in one of those encampments, or is he just looking like that? But if he doesn't, if he doesn't stop talking about what Tank and Devin ain't gonna do, I think it's gonna be some problems over there. What do you think, Ness?
What do you mean if he don't stop talking about what Tank and Devin
I don't
gonna
know.
do?
I don't know. I think. Listen, when Kenny Ellis talks, is he speaking for Tank, or is he speaking for himself, or what are they doing over there at the
Nah, I
Rise
seen a tweet.
podcast? Is
I
it
seen a tweet. I don't know if it got deleted, but I seen a tweet yesterday where Tank was like, he been told him to stop talking for
okay?
him.
Okay, this is the Boxing Voice live from the Tweet and Delete desk. You got Bill Haney reporting on Coach Kenny Ellis. He fires off with the theory that the Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia fight means nothing, and Devin Haney would have to fight 3 more fights to prove something. And what does Tank Davis tweet back? Them niggas is fucking off their money. They getting too much money and getting too comfortable because the lies are catching up. Alibis ain't matching up. Call with that Rico, they repo your vehicle. We in Brooklyn, New York, and you looking like you bewildered. It's Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia,
I
April
was.
20th,
I didn't know
420,
if you
and
was
it's all
reading.
smoke.
I didn't know if you
Sound
was
off the
reading a
horn.
Tank tweet or not. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, listen. See, reading the Tank tweet, I was reporting on what you done already read and giving you the opportunity to further that subject because CYP didn't mention that. You know what I mean?
But something he did mention, and since you're the trainer, did you consider the first fight between George Kambosos and Devin Haney a unification, or is it not a unification because in that bout you became undisputed? I don't know. CYP was trying to say that you guys never unified either.
CYP stands for See You Playing, like always. You dig? I mean, he has something for everything, but he never says, let's fight. He never says that his favorite fighter wants to send out a contract, but he's the man, but he's not the man. But he works with Eddie, but he won't he'll work with Eddie for Conor Ben, but he won't work with with Devin because it's a sin. Well, let me say that one more time so the people can understand. He'll work with Eddie for Conor Ben, but he won't work with Devin and Eddie because it's a sin. It's hard. It's terrible right now. It's hard to get out, Ness. Now, because I'm trying to give it to you so you understand. Did you understand what I said?
I
He'll
heard
work
you.
with Conor Ben. He'll work with Eddie and Conor Ben, but he won't work with Eddie and Devin because it's a sin
Well, he turned down the
to
Ben
him.
offer too.
But he negotiated. He didn't even negotiate with Eddie, nor me, nor His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh. So, I mean, I'm through negotiating with the fans until they get him to negotiate. They can't speak to me about Tank. You know, they may as well speak about Truck or someone else at the Upton Gym. Because as far as I'm concerned, I mean, they just talking. And they not saying what they saying because Kenny Ellis said what he said. Now, I mean, are they together or not? I think I asked you that question. Did you answer that to me, Ness? Are they
I,
together?
I, I don't have any knowledge of that situation. But I would like to go back to the Devin and Ryan fight. Any sort of indicators on who could be on the undercard?
Um, man, it's on fire so much right now. I don't know who's about to be at the press conference. You know what I mean? It's all kind of motherfucking surprises and shit going on, just like the last time. So I don't know, brother. I know this. We gonna be ready, and it's gonna be a fight, and it is what it is. I mean, period. Old boy showed up, and the team showed up. They showed up with the Barracuda. Now he talking about he got something else. Ness, what do you think he got else? He already showed up with the Barracuda. What is he trying to surprise us with?
I don't know, but I know this decision can't really affect, and you probably should be like Shamar Canal. We could expect him to be on the YouTube streams at least, being as though he's from New York, right?
Oh, absolutely. No, absolutely. Shamar the Boss Canal. You know, we also got Amari Jones, the
So,
Reaper.
so you're confirming that Amari is also gonna fight.
Well, I know that, you know what I mean? You know who's over here, and you know that we ready to fight anybody that's over there. You know what I mean? Matched up appropriately. You know what I mean, and not disappropriately. Then you know it's all good. So I'm gonna just reserve the right. You know, let them make the announcement on the undercard, and I come back. Just like I said, I'm gonna come back when this fight got announced, and everybody thought that it wasn't gonna happen. It got across the line because alhamdulillah, Allah makes no mistakes, and it's something that we was, you know, we've been steadfast about, was gunning all of them down, backing all of them into a corner. And guess what? Now we fighting old boy, uh, Kenny Ellis, and you know, the OG dummy. He won't even say that they interested in the fight. He say he ain't interested in this one and three other fights down the road. And Calvin, he's still sitting there. I'm sitting there saying, and then y'all go run shows talking about the face of boxing, and then talk about the money. Bro, talk about what they was doing, and I mean what Tank was doing and Floyd was doing at 25 years old. Hello? While we talking about what everybody doing, let's talk about what they was doing at 25. Hello? Was they rich, independent, riding Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, owning they shit, and having uh um you know they daddy, you know what I'm saying, working with them and not working against them? How was they employing their family to be bosses and generational wealth and all that? You know what I'm saying? Who was out talking shit like this for them at 25? Where was they pulling up on everybody, or was people pulling up on them? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Give us our grams, man. Crown Devin, don't down him.
Bill, a lot of the public today chose to deflect, and because we were like, why has Tank never unified? Why he ain't sending an offer to Shakur? And a lot of people chose to say that you know that Devin is also choosing not to unify and instead fighting, Ryan, who hasn't been a champion. So it's okay for Tank to fight Frank, who hasn't been a champion. Um, why is your reason, for fighting Ryan over Matthias, and just your response to the
Easy.
narratives?
Easy. Because, you know, the narrative would have been that we can't land a Ryan Garcia fight. Ryan doesn't want to fight us. We can't land a big fight. So there's only two guys, right, that they said there was big fights that we could land, according to TDE's mouth himself, and it was Canelo, Ryan Garcia, and Tank Davis. So, you know, we lassoed one of them, backed him into a corner, put that thing around his neck, and now we walking him to the execution on April the 20th. And it's gonna be a bloodbath. And if we get Tank, you know what I'm saying? If he bite, just like everybody said, not listen to CYP, you know what I mean? See you playing, and then try to find another narrative, then he gonna eventually have that noose around his neck. And what's that nigga? Calvin Ford, and Kenny Ellis. Yeah, it's gonna come to an end, a screeching halt, brother. You dig? The people done caught on, man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know what happened the last time that they were sparring. You know, Dollar got the tape, right? Right? If it was all like that, right?
Bill, so obviously, I'm glad you're on, man. This is perfect. Like literally right now in real time. Shit. Give me
And
a
I got
sec.
on the Cambosos versus Haney shirt because it's symbolic. It's symbolic to we going to stay with our foot on the gas and on their neck, period, to make it happen. We had to go to Australia to do it. You know what I'm saying? We got to go to Brooklyn to do it. You know what I mean? And we'll pull up and, man, don't get me started, man.
Well, check this out. I know you can see it. Now you can hear it.
Disculpen el vocabulario, las bolas mías son de... Okay, one message for Haney's father, I'm sorry for the bad language. His balls are mine.
Which is a little weird, but you know, Latin idioms
I don't
ain't the
know.
same. Latin idioms ain't the same, so
Listen,
don't take it
listen.
don't take it sexual, but let me translate. He said for Devin Haney's father, let him know that
No,
Haney's
you let him know. I don't know, but mucho huevos over here.
Oh.
Mucho huevos over here. You
Oh, so
know?
you understood
And
that.
yeah, and I got out the ring and already called your man. He ain't called back. You dig what I'm saying? He ain't called me back, so I see that you out here and you popping it. Last time that you was popping it, I called your people, and you know what I mean? Y'all didn't have nothing to say. Don't just pop it. Talking about no mucho huevos when we got to fight. Let us handle our business April 20th, and you might get what you're asking for, buddy.
So you
Because
would
listen,
entertain that fight after 420.
we entertain all the fights, and that in particular, I entertained it after the last one, so definitely
Yeah,
I
I
would
mean,
entertain it.
obviously he
And
was
listen,
looking for a new promotional outfit, so you know. But that has
absolutely.
been done.
Listen,
He's with Eddie,
hey,
someone you guys
okay,
work with.
well, he gonna need another arm because he's a one-arm bandit. That's what he is. He got a left hook, and that's it. He got a good look and a left hook, and that's it. You dig? It looked like it's devastating. It looked like you gonna run through everything. That's what it looks like, and that's a good look for somebody else. You know what I mean? Boy, you had to change everything, boy, to get somebody to go along with you. Because the last outfit didn't believe in you. Jack, you dig? So I see you April 20th. But as far as testing my weight, boss, I mean, shit. We've been swimming with the sharks. We've been out here in free agency. That's what we live at. You know what I'm saying? To pull up and to
Would you
accept. So
you said it, pull up. You do that a lot. You went to check Regis fight. You know, you was at the Connor fight. Or you going to the Matisse fight in Puerto Rico? It ain't been announced the date, but they say in the summer.
yeah, maybe. Hell yeah, Puerto Rico for sure. If it's the summer, and then yes, yes,
Let's
yes.
fucking go. I'm going with you. Bill, I ain't got no more questions, man. You know, it was unexpected. Do appreciate you as always. Danny's going with you guys for both cities. So hopefully, you know, we get some good BTS. Make sure to get
All
the
right.
interview with Danny. He ain't me, man. I love interviewing. You got to tell that, yo, Ness said, open the fucking camera.
Hey man, you tell them, man, it's on the boxing voice, and you know they can back up like the Barclays, or they can show up at the Barclays. It's going down April 20th, man. It's all smoke. 420. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. It's gonna be a bloodbath, Ness. I'm telling you. Listen, let me tell you, Ness, and all them pretty girls that like Ryan Garcia's face, you gonna be crying when down goes Ryan.
All right, Bill. Appreciate you. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Bill Haney.
Family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1,000,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,000,000. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.